Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Fat Cat, and this is a channel where we get into the topics of spirituality, self development, astrology, sound healing, and more. And tomorrow is a very special day. Tomorrow, the full moon falls in the constellation of Leo, so it's a full moon day tomorrow, which means there's going to be a lot of high energy, high heightened intuition, heightened energies, heightened passion, and specifically this moon is falling in the constellation of Leo. So, what does that mean for all of us? What are the themes that we can work with and take advantage of? That is what this video is going to be about. And firstly, I'm going to get into these cards. Just some cards to show us, give us a little bit of an indication on what is possible for us, this full moon. So, let's get into that first. Two cards have fallen out. I'm going to take them both. Okay. Okay, so the cards that have fallen out is Two of Mirrors and Five of Mirrors. Okay. These are the cards. I hope you can see them. Okay. Two of Mirrors and Five of Mirrors. And as far as I know, this deck is a little different from the regular tarot deck. So as far as I know, Two of Mirrors, the way I see it right now especially, is all about the self. It is about healing the self, coming into union with the self. So I already felt like a major theme for the full moon in Leo is healing self-worth, like really coming into a union with the heart center version of who you are, and for that also releasing a lot of stories that we have relating to ourselves. So this is the Two of Mirrors, which is actually about love. It can be about a soulmate union, but I feel it is really about us as a collective coming into our best version, looking at ourselves in the mirror, because you see these swans are mirrored, right? They are mirroring each other. So it is about how is the world mirroring you and your own lack of self-worth, and what can you do to fix that. So there's a lot of internal work that is required for us to come into union with our best version and start embodying that. And this card is all about that. It's like start embodying that beautiful, gorgeous, graceful, swan-like version of you. Don't settle for being something less than. This is time to become like this majestic, graceful, beautiful swan, and that requires self-work and releasing stories of lack, and releasing stories of not being good enough, not deserving stuff. And this is something I've been working with, and I feel it's a collective theme right now. So I'm going to get into that more later. And the second card we have is Five of Mirrors. Okay. Now, Five of Mirrors, what a beautiful card. I love this card. For me, this is about growing into your goddess, getting into your goddess version, You see, she's so balanced. First of all, you can see that the two parts that are highlighted here, it's the crown chakra and it's the heart chakra. And you see, she is sort of meditating and balancing her energies. Okay, this is not an energy of excess. This is not an energy of overflow. This is an energy of balance and a quiet understanding, a quiet strength. Okay, this is about embodying that goddess energy that we all have within us, or the God energy which we all have within us. And lotus is a symbol of purity. Lotus is a symbol of cleansing, and this is like this woman is purifying herself. She's cleansing herself, and the focus here is on the heart chakra, as the lotus is placed on the heart chakra, right? And she's also sitting in a lotus. So the focus is on the crown chakra and the heart chakra. So for me, the message here is, and your higher chakras, like your soul star chakra, is located above your head. So that is about your higher self, your higher version, what your guides would be telling you, sometimes which you don't listen to, right? You choose to ignore the guidance that is given to you from your higher self and from the ancestors in the angel realm. But this card is saying, like, we need to sort of bring that beautiful, pure, cosmic energy into the heart, so the heart can blossom more. Okay, so it's about balancing the heart chakra and opening the crown chakra to a lot more possibilities that you thought were not there before. So let's get into the themes of full moon in Leo. So for me, these two are definitely already connecting with the thoughts I had. So these are cards that I just pulled now, but I already had certain themes that I was meditating over and that I was sensing since a few days. So I'm going to start talking about that. Okay. So first and most important theme I feel for the full moon is healing the self-worth issues, the self-esteem issues, and reclaiming self-worth, reclaiming space, reclaiming who you are when you're just being. So not who you are, let's say, when you're being like an MC, like not who you are when you're talking or you're showing off or you're displaying your talents, but who are you? It's a little noisy, I know, but who are you when just being, when you're just being? Who are you at your core? Who are you in your heart space? Okay, that is the kind of energy that the full moon in Leo is asking us to sit with, is asking us to take space in, is asking us to embody. Like if you look at a queen or a king, they are just being, right? I feel like their presence speaks volumes about their power and their strength and their efficiency. Even like they are not showing you, they're not trying to talk to you, like convince you that, you know, this, I am this, I am that, you know, I am so much. No, they just by their presence, you know, their aura, they come into a room, they sit down, and you can just feel their aura and their energy, and you know that this person has power, that this person is majestic, that this person has worked a lot on themselves even, right? Because only through that internal work can you start embodying that vibration and that aura and that strength. Okay, that does not come, that's not handed to you. Okay, maybe to some people who have that magnetic personality, yes, but most people, they do work towards that. And it's not that they're working to be known or to be seen and to be heard, they're just working on themselves, on their energies, and once they balance the energy, that aura and that strength just starts emanating automatically, and people are either drawn to it, or people notice it, or people are in awe of it, and so on. Right, so that is the kind of energy I'm talking about, where we start embodying that energy in the way we walk, in the way we talk, not over explaining, you know, not over justifying. I have a tendency to justify myself a lot because I want to make things clear, I want people to get me. But the full moon in Leo energy is asking me, for example, to just be. Like, you don't have to over explain, you do not have to tell somebody why you did something or why you didn't do something. Instead, you're just being, and you're doing what feels right to you in your heart space. This is not about arrogance, this is not a power play, this is about being true to your own heart, being genuine, and not being in the head space so much. So we are in the season of Aquarius, and Aquarius and Leo are the polarity, so they are on the same axis, which they are each other's opposites. A lot can be learned from Leo, from Aquarius can learn a lot from Leo, Leo can learn a lot from Aquarius. Okay, but since we are in that Aquarius season, the definite message that is coming through is, okay, be original, be weird, be wacky, be you. And on top of that, the Leo energy is fueling you to take up space with that, to not maybe to not shy away from being that. Start embodying that and not being apologetic about being weird. Stop being apologetic about being different, for example. And it is also asking you to step down from your head space into your heart space. Okay, so Aquarius is an air sign, it's all about the mind, it's all about the mental realm. So it's like sometimes the shadow side of Aquarius can be, you think yourself into circles, you're always thinking, there's so many thoughts running in your head, and this can be detrimental after a certain point, because from those thoughts, where is the grounding? When are you going to ground those thoughts? So the Leo energy is really helping this overthinking mind to calm down, to have the strength from just being, not from doing, from being. Right? Leo is a fixed sign, it's all about the stability, it's all about like grounding. Leo is one of, I think, alongside Taurus, Leo is a highly grounding sign. Just being around a Leo, you feel calmer, you feel more confident. They they give off a certain presence, which also invites you to be more present. Okay, so from that overthinking mind, we are being asked collectively to step down into the heart space, and from there take action. Not taking action from the mental sphere, but taking action from the heart space. What is your heart wanting from you, for you, with you? Okay, going in that direction. Okay, and let's now talk about Leo itself. Okay, Leo is a fire sign. It's a stable fire sign. It's a fixed fire sign. It has a lot of power. It's a very courageous, fiery, action-oriented, leadership-oriented sign. And when you have the full moon in Leo, obviously we are getting the energy to lead. We are getting the energy to take on those passion projects. And this does not always mean jumping into it. It really depends from person to person, but it definitely means taking action from a place of passion, from a place of fire, the internal fire that's burning. Taking action not from the headspace of I have to do this, or not from the dissociated space of okay, I'll do this because that's what I feel like doing right now, but taking action from a very grounded, certain, knowing space. Okay, which means the action can be slow, okay, but it's steady and it's certain and it's full of passion, and that gives it a lot of power, that gives it a lot of weightage, and that gives it the real world embodiment that is needed. Because when ideas just remain ideas, that's all they are. Ideas need the grounding in reality, and I feel the full moon in Leo is definitely a step in that direction of the real world embodiment of those brilliant ideas that Aquarius can provide us with. Those lightning bolt ideas that Aquarius is so good at giving us and so good at generating. Then we have Leo, which comes in and is like, okay, we have these amazing ideas, let's ground it. Let's be present with it. Let's also connect it with the heart space so it doesn't just blow off or blow away, in the winds. Let's not be whimsical about these ideas. Let's actually sit with that idea and strengthen it and give it our energy so that we can make it real in the world that we live in this 3D reality. Okay, so that is a beautiful and important message I got for the full moon in Leo. And let's talking about Leo as a sign again, is that it is a fixed fire sign, and again Leo has this rep of being narcissistic. Leo people are considered arrogant, narcissistic, full of themselves, and I feel that is true in the unbalanced Leo. I have seen Leo dominant people being quite arrogant and being all about themselves, me, and it has pissed me off in the past, because I'm certainly not somebody who's like out there in my energy. But a balanced Leo is nothing like that. In fact, a balanced Leo knows their worth, knows their power, is super confident. They really know it, like they embody it, they know it, but they're not always going around broadcasting it or trying to convince somebody of their worth. A balanced Leo is just embodying their power, their confidence, and their strength just by being, and is also spreading, infecting others with that confidence. Okay, so a balanced Leo energy is also very generous. It's also very humanitarian, and that's where Aquarius and Leo can meet together, because they're both very humanitarians about the communities, the bigger picture. Like a balanced Leo is really about, they get moved, they are moved in their heart towards action. And that action could be, donating to an orphanage. That action could be building a certain community for people who are, don't have the means to pay for that. It could be building a community of like-minded people. Okay, they're very community-oriented and driven when they're in a balanced position. Okay, and that comes directly from their heart space, which is why it is so powerful. The impact that a Leo energy can create is so powerful because it's coming from directly from the heart space, and the heart has the highest vibration, not the mind. Okay, so this is where we are really being asked to come down from the mind and into the heart, do those practices that can bring us back to our heart, and take action, take dedicated action from that space, because then the action is going to be very fruitful, it's going to be beneficial to all, it's going to be generous, it's going to be radiant, and it's going to be powerful. Okay guys, So thank you so much for watching this video, Papillons. See you in the next one. Lots of love. Please take care in this full moon. Bye.